Hale knew before he had been in Brighton 3 hours that they meant to murder him. With his inky fingers and his bitten nails, his manner cynical and nervous, anybody could tell he didn't belong to the early summer sun, the cool Whitsun wind off the sea, the holiday crowd. They came in by train from Victoria every 5 minutes, rocked down Queen's Road standing on the tops of the little local trams, stepped off in bewildered multitudes into fresh and glittering air. The new silver paint sparkled on the piers, the cream houses ran away into the west like a pale Victorian watercolor.
Hi, I'm outside the Royal Pavilion here in Brighton, and this was put under construction by orders of King George IV, then at the time Prince of Wales. The construction started in 1787 and continued on till 1823. John Nash was put in charge of the final stage of the architecture from 1815 to 1822, and it was built in the Indo-Islamic style. During World War I, the Royal Pavilion was used to house wounded soldiers returning from battle in Europe. This site was bought from Queen Victoria by the Brighton Hove Council and has attracted as many as 400,000 tourists every year. Incidentally, on March the 29th, 2014, this became one of the sites for one of the first of many legal gay marriages in the UK. Do you see any correlations between American politics and British politics at this point in time?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think the fact that our politics has been very much moved by fear-mongering about immigration.
Boris Johnson has recently been compared to the, Trump of England. Do you see there's any truth to that?
In that they both sort of seem very reactionary, very clueless, and also in terms of Johnson, like not many of us, but none of us voted for him, and it was just an unelected situation, whereas they're both blonde and they're both buffoons.
And what are some of your main concerns if Brexit goes through when it's supposed to on the 31st with a no deal?
Oh gosh, where do you start? I mean, I've got a child, she's in her 20s. She's lived in Spain, she wants to travel, she enjoys travelling, she likes to work abroad. I worry about her future. In terms of our NHS, I worry about our health service, I worry about our prescriptions, I worry about food. It's already ridiculously expensive. I think none of it's all unknown, and I think the people are as clueless as the leaders, to be honest.
I think
We were actually talking about this recently.
I think they're actually trying to do some of the stuff that they're doing in the United States at the moment. They're influenced.
yeah.
I feel like that the UK is influenced by the United States right now.
No, even the new guy, what's his name?
Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson, yeah.
They say that Boris Johnson is like Donald Trump. I think Brexit, Boris Johnson, I think England's kind of fallen into a trap that they can't get out of,
Well, look,
and
they
we're
haven't
stuck
done it
in
yet.
it.
They've not been able to do it.
But similarity? Yes, I do see similarity.
I've lived in Brighton on and off for almost 20 years.
And what appeals to you about
That's
Brighton?
it. That's funny, I've just been having this conversation with my mate. I love it because it's relatively diverse. I mean, it's still very white town and it's ridiculously expensive. But it's kind of, you can walk everywhere, it's got loads of quirkiness, pretty much anything goes. It's near the sea and it's near the Downs, so you've got a little bit of everything, but like the rest of the UK, it's normal people are being priced out of Brighton by gentrification.
Well, I think that the Brighton is very diverse, and that is something that I love because I'm originally from South Croydon, so London, big city, very diverse.
I lived in
Loads
London
of-
as well for a few years,
Yeah,
and I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Came to London 4 years ago, and we were right in the centre, Brixton, Croydon. There was just so much more around. And when
It's
you
always
when you
something
get
new
away
to do.
from
Everything. Yeah.
exactly.
Always somewhere to go.
And Brighton kind of offers us that little escape that you can't get when you live in the little village towns, which we love. Don't
I
get me wrong,
think
we
it's
love
nice,
it.
but more like a family place. Like more like
It
when
is.
when you have your kids growing up
It's
with
just
little
nice
house
to,
and everything. You know?
exactly, and you come to Brighton, like I said, it's nice to see sort of everything that's going on,
Diversity,
and you
yeah.
see the diversity, you see the people around, you meet people all the time, especially because we're Spanish speakers.
Everything's
so that
open
helps.
here as well.
Habla español?
Hablamos español.
Tengo un poquito.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
The Brighton Palace Pier, which you see right behind me, was built in 1899, and it's quite a famous landmark here in Brighton. A lot of films were made here, including the original version of Graham Greene's Brighton Rock. And it was also a background for the Who's Quadrophenia. When the Mods and the Rockers came down to Brighton, they used to get in big gang fights, and this was the backdrop to all that. Also, Stan Laurel and Charlie Chaplin appeared here on the pier back in the day before they went off to Hollywood and achieved major success there.
The West Pier in Brighton was built in the 1860s and designed by Eugenius Birch and opened to the public in 1867. In 1965, it was bought by a company that was unable to meet the cost of maintenance and consequently fell into a state of dereliction. Two fires in 2003 left the West Pier in the state you see it today, a mere skeleton of its former self.
I just bought a deep fried battered sausage and I began to walk on the beach, and before I got 2 steps down the stairway, 5 seagulls swooped in behind me and got me battered sausage. So the nice gentleman there made me another one. So, feeling very protective now. They could swoop down at any minute. If you ever come to Brighton, be careful. Watch yourself around the seagulls. You got your deep fried battered sausage right there. Curry sauce right here. And probably not good for the old ticker, so if I have a stroke, this could be the last shot. Smother that in the curry sauce and then oh my god, there's nothing better. Nothing better. Nothing worse for you, probably. Pigeon down here sniffing around, but I think the birds have had enough of my food for the one day, so I'm gonna finish this myself, hopefully. So damn good.